you understand yourself. So get to the highest level you can in education, because then your life is on track. I always felt I'm done with studying. I think I've done enough. But I was awarded a scholarship for doing a postdoctorate where I'd be labeled as a professor. I started 6 months into it and then I put a stop. I said, I don't think I can do it at the moment. It's very, very difficult. I have put it aside, but I haven't stopped studying. I'm doing a lot of other short courses that I want to, and right now I've dwelled into doing special needs as well, because I feel there's a huge need for it in the society, for us to understand these people around us as well. So I haven't stopped. That's why I said I don't know it all. And there's no one who can know it all. Whether you're 30, 40, 50, or 60, learning goes on, because education is the key to life.
Very good evening to you all. I think good evening still. So, I guess my introduction was done by the MCs, and I'm very thankful for that warm introduction. My name is Mohammed Hussain Raza once again, and the topic that I'd like to talk about today is the purpose of life. So, I'd like to start by asking a few questions. Now, from the experience that I've seen with the previous speakers, I've noticed that people are not very responsive. So I want to change that. Let's change that a little bit, okay? I'm going to ask a question. You can give me an answer of yes or no. That'll make it a little easier, right? So, who can tell me who knows the founder of Samsung?
I'd now like to introduce to you our third speaker, who is known to many people, Brother Ejaz Bhalloo.
A well-known motivational speaker from Tanzania and an author of 4 books. Ejaz Bhalloo is currently a student of business administration. He has delivered lectures in different parts of the world, such as Syria, Kenya, Lebanon, Iraq, and many more. He also organizes corporate seminars, conferences, and charitable events. He is a philanthropist who believes that it is important to give back to the society. Lastly, he is a corporate trainer and a mental health first aider, certified by the United Kingdom of England.
So with a round of applause, I'd like you all to welcome Brother Ejaz Bhalloo.
Assalamu alaikum. Good evening. Was it good night? Okay, since I want to see all the faces here, I'd like to request the organizers, if they don't mind, to switch on all the lights. Switch on all the lights. I want to see everyone's face. Yes, now I can see. Firstly, give yourselves a huge round of applause for being part of this event. Give yourselves a round of applause. If you're not clapping, that means you don't appreciate yourself. So I repeat again, a round of applause for yourself for attending this program. Secondly, youth icons, wonderful job at organizing such a wonderful event. So a huge round of applause, a big hand for the youth icons for organizing the Circle of Life event. Lao Tzu, how many of you have heard of Lao Tzu? Okay, who is Lao Tzu? In fact, I'll go off stage because now you can all see me, right, people? Should go back. Well, who is Lao Tzu, Mr. Farhan?
I know him as a philosopher.
Yes. Lao Tzu is a Chinese philosopher. He says a journey of 1,000 miles begins by one step. Sawa? You all understand? This crowd is very tired. Did you all understand?
Yes.
Are you all awake?
Yes.
Are you all excited for the dinner?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So you're all awake. So I have that reassurance. So repeat after me. A journey of 1,000 miles. Look, those who don't say, they're not going to get dinner. I heard. So can you all say it with me? And this mic is very... Please wait for. Yeah. A journey of 1,000 miles. Begins with one step. Thank you. So in order to succeed, you have to take that step. Now, how Okay? So, now can you become a doctor without going to medical school or medical or university? Or to MIB, for example? Can you become a doctor? So how do you become a doctor? Let me ask this question. Yes?
Studying for it.
Studying for it, getting an education, as Dr. Zoreda said. Anybody else? At the back. How do you become a doctor? So none of you here want to become doctors. Okay, so what do you want to become? Lawyers. Okay, how do you become a lawyer? Going to law school, right? Now, if you don't go to law school, if you don't take that one step, you will not become a lawyer. Am I right or no? So first, enrolling yourself, you are already half successful because you have entered into an institute that will enable you to become successful. Sawa si sawa? True not true? So a journey of 1,000 steps begins with, a journey of 1,000 miles begins with one step. So I will give you 3 steps or 3 ways to become successful in life. Now all of us here are looking for success. Whether we are already into a profession, we still yearn for more, right? We have to improve ourselves, we have to better ourselves. So if you want to be successful, there are 3 ways. Okay, let me ask you, what do you think are the ways you can achieve success? What are the ways to attain success in life? Is no one? Okay. Study. Doctor's speech has really made an impact. Focus and vision. Thank you. People at the back, they're so quiet, and I would have gotten off stage, but the reason I'm scared is the mic is going to start shaking, right? Oh, I can try? Praise God and alright. I made it. Yeah, people at the back, I'm coming to you. I have a habit of passing the mic to anyone I want. So, I'm going to look for someone. Okay? Okay, before even I start, does anybody want to volunteer? What are the ways in which we can attain success in life? Okay? Namaz. He says, Aliasgar, that if you pray, you will become successful. Do we agree? Yes. Okay, good. One way to succeed. Be close to God. Thank you. Anybody else? This looks like a squad here. There's a squad, there's a gang. Sir. How do you achieve success?
Willpower.
Wow, willpower. Look at the knowledge that we have in our crowd. So can we have people raising their hands willing to say, now I need a girl? Yes, thank you.
Make a target. Make a target of what you want to do.
Thank you. A round of applause, please, for all the answers. There was a very unenthusiastic round of applause. Look, I want a round of applause. I need all of you to clap. So a round of applause. So as ma'am said right there, in order to succeed, you must have a vision. You must have a sense of direction. You must have an aim. You must have an objective. Alright? So there is a book by the name of How to Move from Poverty to Success, written by a local, written by a Tanzanian, Eric Shigongo. Have you heard of Eric Shigongo? Yes. The founder of Global Publishers Limited, a motivational speaker and an author in Tanzania. So he writes in his book about this very interesting personality. She's a lady. She was diagnosed with cancer, and when she was diagnosed with cancer, she was told that you can only survive for 1 year. How many?
1 year.
You have 1 year to live. And at that time, she had a son who was how? Only 2 years old. 2 years of age. And the mother was diagnosed with cancer, given how many? 1 year. So now, she had cancer. She said, I don't care. I will live until my son enters into a university. How is it possible? And this is a true story, a real story. I will survive until my son enrolls himself into a university. How is that possible? The medical doctors have already told you you have 1 year to survive. That will not happen. She said no. She went to different cancer clinics. She took care of herself. She looked after all the medications that she was taking. And believe it or not, her son entered into a university. The doctors kept on telling her, oh, you survived for this for 1 year, you have another year, you have another year, you have another year. She kept on living, defying the medical doctors. I'm not saying the medical doctors are wrong. I'm not saying you don't trust medical doctors. But the fact of the matter is, if you have a sense of direction, if you say, I will be alive, I will be there until my son enrolls himself into university, you can do it. So long as you have the desire, you have the passion. So once again, there are many inspiring people in our society who have battled through different trials and tribulations. A round of applause for all our heroes, please. A round of applause, please. Okay, so what are your goals? What do you want to achieve in life? I want to ask you. I'm not exiting the stage again. I'm tired of walking. So I want you to answer. Doctor says, I want to change the education system. Anybody else? What do you aim to achieve in life? Be a better person than you are or we are right now. So bettering ourselves, enhancing ourselves. Anybody else? At the back, you people are very quiet. Being successful in life. Sawa, how? By trying hard, by working hard, by striving and struggling. Yes. So, would you like to hear another story?
Yes.
Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay, so in that case, once again, a round of applause. So now, you know, sometimes the way you look at something makes a difference. Makes a difference. So there were two people who were in a university at the United States. So they went to India. How many? Two people. So how many of you have studied in the US or are planning to study in the US? Raise your hands. You're planning to study in the US or you have studied in the US? Raise your hands, please. Okay, I see Shazia's hand. So Shazia and Mohammed Hussain. So let's just, okay? So Shazia and Mohammed Hussain, let's use them as examples. Hypothetical example, okay? So these two went. So Mohammed Hussain, would you mind if I make you like the less smart person in this scenario? It's just an example. Okay, so they both went to India and they saw in India people are walking around without shoes. They don't even wear champals. You're like, what is this? So now Mohammed Hussain, he was sympathetic, empathetic. Bichara, maskini. What do we do? Shazia, it's an example. Shazia said, oh wow, this is a good idea for a business. I can open a business here and I can sell shoes at a very cheap rate. US can produce shoes, I can import them to India and I can sell it. And believe me, Shazia in this scenario, the youth, became a millionaire in 1 year and she employed Mohammed Hussain as an accountant. Because Mohammed Hussain graduated, of course, I'm not saying don't graduate from university, but if you have an idea, implement it, have a sense of direction in life. So it's very important. So that's number one. Number two, this is important especially for today's generation. I have 3 ways to succeed. Number 2, avoid negative people. Now, sometimes it's very hard, it's very difficult because you have been with someone for a long time and suddenly that person now starts becoming toxic. That person starts becoming poisonous in your life. Now what do? You can't change that person. You've tried your best. What do? I'm sorry, but that person you have to say, Khuda Hafiz, please leave my life. If you see that there's a sense of negativity, you have to say, bye-bye. Do all of you agree or disagree with me?
Agree.
So I'll give you my personal example. There was a time when I would give any public talk, any speech, and suddenly I see that there's a crowd, people who support me, they've come, and then I see one person whom I know, oh, Yaman, I need to hear. This person hates me. So I will say, aha, now today, in my speech, I will make it perfect, just to appease that one person. Today, Bana, no mistakes, Ejaz, no mistakes. This person is going to be my fan. This is what I used to think. So I would give my speech, well, good speech, but instead of thinking about all those 99% who have come for me, I think about that 1%, not even 1%. I think about those few people who don't like me. Believe me, you will never succeed in life if you think like that. Think about people who love you, spend time with those people who love you, who respect you, who are kind towards you. Right? Now someone may say, yeah, but criticism is important. There are some people who will be with you. Ejaz, don't do this. Ejaz, you need to exercise. You need to go to the gym. Oh, fine, Sawa. Ejaz, you need to do this. You need to change this. Don't do this. Don't do that. Don't do this. And I say, oh, I have to respect criticism. Yes, important to respect feedback and criticism. But there's a difference between constructive criticism and destructive criticism. Always be mindful that there are people who will destructively criticize you and there are people who will constructively criticize you. So be careful. That's number 2. Avoid negative people. Would you like to be at the final step to achieving the pinnacle of success?
Yes.
We are all in this journey. As I'm speaking to you, I am addressing myself as well. Number 3. Do you even remember the first 2? I'll ask you. Number 3. Be optimistic. Vipi, hello? Can you repeat after me? What's number 3? People at the back now. What was my third point? People at the front? All of you? That was much better. Have you heard of Walt Disney? Yes. You heard of Walt Disney? Walt Disney, he was born in 1901 and he got a job at a media company. Believe you me, do you know what they did? They fired him. Disney, they told him that you are uncreative, your ideas, in Kiswahili would say, haifai kabisa. They are useless, baseless, worthless. They fired Walt Disney. Walt Disney opened another company by the name of Laugh-O-Gram. That company was bankrupt. 1923, Walt Disney bankrupt. Now what does he do? And then he launched a company. What was the company's name? The full name, I have written it here, Disney Brothers Studio. Now it's known as the Walt Disney Company. So you're right. But there was a catch. He didn't succeed straight away. He didn't say, now I'm just going to produce animations and suddenly people are going to be like, Disney, wow. No, he struggled until 1928, Mickey Mouse came out. That is what made Disney where he is right now. So imagine if Disney had given up, he would be like, I've had enough of this, let me just run away from all my difficulties, all these people. We wouldn't have gotten Aladdin in 2019. Imagine a 2019 with no Aladdin. I end with this small example. Have you heard of Ravindra Jadeja? As I exit the stage, this is my final example. And let me just stand here. And the mic seems to be okay. Have you heard of Ravindra Jadeja? Yes. Who is Ravindra Jadeja? Cricketer. He's a cricketer for those who don't know. So, his father was a security guard. His mother would say, I want to see you in the national team of India. So he said, to fulfill my mother's dream, I will work hard. But, unfortunately, his mother passed away. So Jadeja said, I'm going to quit cricket. I'm not going to play cricket ever again. Because I was playing for who? I was playing cricket for my mother. My mother has passed away, it's over. The sister said, no, Jadeja, I will work hard and I will ensure that you become a player for the national team of India. Then Jadeja said, you're right. He worked hard and eventually, he is now one of the top players in Indian cricket. Despite all the troubles that he encountered, yet one of the top players. So number 1, if you want to succeed, what was number 1? Wow, this crowd is good. People are paying attention. That's why you're so quiet. Now I understand. Having a sense of direction. Number 2, avoid negativity, avoid negative people, avoid people who put you down, be with positive people. Number 3, be optimistic. I have no further questions. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Brother Ejaz. We definitely got to learn a lot. And I believe the crowd learned a lot too. Did we? Yes. Did we? Yes. Perfect.
Mr. Joseph.